Firefighters are still putting out hot spots today from a fire that destroyed 3 businesses in eastern Kentucky.
A dangerous combination caught several drivers off guard this morning in Scott County.
Snow eaters aren't out today battling snow, but what they're trying to do is battle what the snow caused, potholes. I'll have the latest coming up.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Today, firefighters were back out at the scene of a huge fire in eastern Kentucky.
That fire broke out last night at the Trade Mart Shopping Center in Frenchburg. People were in some of the shops when the fire started, but got out safely before the roof collapsed. WKYT's Mark Barber is in Menifee County, where crews were putting out hot spots. It's our top story at 4:30.
As hard as it was to watch the fire destroy his business last night, one of the business owners in the shopping center says it was even more painful once the smoke cleared, because then he could see just how much damage the fire caused.
Everything's black, everything's burnt. It's bad, but you just have to deal with it.
Sam Cornett's military surplus store was destroyed around 7 last night by a large fire that also destroyed 2 other businesses on Main Street in Frenchburg. Firefighters from 3 counties battled the flames for hours last night, and today they are still putting out hot spots at the Trade Mart convenience store.
And this place had a lot of traffic. The good people here, you know what I mean? It's a small place, tight community, people talk, you know what I mean? I just seen them come in there and talk as buy anything, but it's just neat.
Cornett's business and the Trade Mart were destroyed by heavy smoke and flames. While the fire did not reach the laundromat, it does have extensive smoke damage.
What do we do from here? I don't know. What we're going to do.
Firefighters say they are investigating the possibility that an electrical fire sparked the flames in the ceiling of the Trade Mart. However, they say the state fire marshal's office is heading up the investigation, and they have not yet determined what started the fire. In Menifee County, Mark Barber, WKYT.
And again, people were in some of the shops when that fire started, but they did get out safely before the roof collapsed. Business owners still don't know if their insurance will cover their losses. Some Kentucky police chiefs are worried about their department's budget after the federal government suspended the asset forfeiture program. It allowed police departments to seize money and property in federal cases and keep up to 80%. Hazard Police Chief Minor Allen says the money was a huge help to keep his officers safe.
The asset forfeiture portion of it was just a little bit what you would say icing on the cake, because it did provide funds to buy equipment with and stuff.
Tonight at 6 on WKYT, find out how much some departments, including Lexington, depended on that federal program and that money, and why some say they're glad it's gone.
A central Kentucky man accused of injuring a 7-month-old baby boy was in court this afternoon. Brandon True of Cynthiana is charged with wanton endangerment. Kentucky State Police questioned True at UK Hospital, where the child was being treated. Officers say True admitted shaking the boy for about 5 seconds. Something a little bit more pleasant. Sunshine out there today here in the Bluegrass, warming temperatures up into the 40s.
And it will go even higher as we head into the weekend. We want to check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. Looking at much better weather. A little taste of March coming into town over the next few days. But still, on our live sky cams, we can find snow on the ground. Moorhead, Campton, the Mountain Parkway, into Jenkins as well. So for areas that picked up on the heaviest snow bands a few nights ago, we still have quite a bit of snow to melt right now. Look at the Bluegrass region. First view we've had of our sky cam in Lexington without snow on the ground in our front yard in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. Good looking sky into London and points to the west as well. High clouds that are out there filtering on into town. Those clouds eventually will produce a little shower action our way this weekend. Short term, wind advisory has been issued for parts of central and western Kentucky. That likely should be extended into northern and eastern parts of Kentucky as well. Everybody tomorrow should have winds that gust greater than 40 miles per hour, and that's pushing those temperatures up into the mid and upper 50s by noon tomorrow. I think we hit 60, if not a few degrees better tomorrow afternoon. 60 to 65 degrees into much of the area for the rest of that Friday forecast. Readings by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Guys, still into the low 50s. Not exactly patio weather for folks who have dinner plans Friday evening, but you know what? It kind of gets you thinking that way, doesn't it? I'll come back in a little bit and show you how the other shoe tries to drop next week.
Despite improving conditions, roads were still a little tricky to navigate in Scott County this morning. Black ice and fog caused several crashes around the county. The roads even caused a problem for a deputy's daughter.
There's a wreck up ahead. My daughter was traveling, trying to slow down due to the other wreck. She hit her brakes, slid on ice, and rear-ended another subject.
No one was injured in this morning's crashes. Well, battling snow and ice can have a significant impact on our roads.
And one of the common issues a lot of us see, potholes. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell was out today with crews taking advantage of a quiet weather day.
Well, it's that season once again when potholes start popping up all over the city and really all over the place. Crews are out there working, trying to get them built as quickly as possible. As snow and ice begin to thaw and crumbling roadways emerge, a seasonal battle resumes. It's us versus the potholes, though we outnumber them.
Oh, hundreds, right?
They can still get the best of us. According to a new study from AAA, it reveals that pothole damage has cost U.S. drivers $15 billion in vehicle repairs over the last 5 years. Lexington crews were out patching potholes throughout the city.
But today we're out in our snow area and filling pothole patches.
The same people concerned about damage from potholes are the same people that remain vigilant in reporting the problems.
Citizens will call in to 311 or Lexcall, and Lexcall send us the work order, and we have 48 hours to respond.
On a day like today, crews are responding to some of the reports from citizens, but today they are also working on a see it, fill it kind of schedule.
We're just out looking for potholes today, and like I said, in our snow route.
As you see here, we've got one of many that they're trying to tackle. Just a few in a battle that's going to continue for the weeks to come, as winter really isn't completely over with just yet. In Lexington, I'm WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Jim, thank you. And AAA cautions drivers to remain alert to avoid pothole damage and to report any potholes you see by calling 311 here in Lexington. A crew will address your issue within 48 hours.
Kanye West isn't saying he's a gold digger, but fans are reaching out to help the so-called struggling rapper. We'll explain next on WKYT.
Philip Pratt, a proud grandfather, a loving and caring family man, a hard-working small business owner, someone who knows how to grow jobs and change the landscape in Frankfurt. Philip Pratt will hold government accountable responsibly, fight Obama's crippling government overreach on our agriculture economy, and preserve our Kentucky heritage in Owen and Scott County. On Tuesday, March 8th, vote Philip Pratt for state representative.
If you have arthritic knee pain that's stopping you from enjoying life, this new information about osteorelief could be for you. Specially trained local doctors are now using advanced medical science to finally make headway for people suffering from knee arthritis pain. It may even be for those who suffer from bone on bone and are considering knee replacement surgery. Are you one of the millions of Americans who have difficulty with simple everyday tasks, rising from a chair, walking, climbing stairs without using the handrail? If so, the OsteoRelief method utilizes cutting-edge video motion imaging. With this imaging, these doctors can precisely guide an FDA-approved cushioning gel to relieve pain and help heal your knees. This innovative procedure is covered by Medicare and most major insurance if you qualify. And you'll be walking out in as little as 15 minutes. For a limited time, these specially trained doctors are offering a risk-free screening. Call to schedule your knee relief screening today.
My name is Bob DeArmond. I've had irregular heartbeat since 2007.
In 2013, Bob took part in a clinical research trial where a cardiac ablation procedure corrected his atrial fibrillation or irregular heartbeat. As the nation's first hospital to receive AFib accreditation, our specialists help patients like Bob live healthier lives.
I feel very, very blessed, and I lead a normal, active life.
If you've been in an accident with a semi-truck, let me give you some advice. The trucking company has investigators on the case right now. So should you. Time is of the essence. Evidence disappears. We have a crash team that can be on scene within hours. There are lawyers in our firm that only handle semi-truck cases. They eat it, breathe it, sleep it. All cases are not the same. Don't wait. Let's get started today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Winds beginning to crank up to our west, a sign of things to come. A little March flavor to our weather over the next couple of days. Let's get into it and show you the good stuff. Temperatures today much milder than at this same point 24 hours ago, as we were showing earlier, to the tune of 15 degrees better. 53 Monticello, Bowling Green 56, 45 Lexington. It gets a whole lot better as we go to our west. That cold air we've had for the past couple of days being punted to our north and northeast. Pushing close to 60 now, southwestern Kentucky. How about sections of Missouri? 74 degrees into Springfield, 73 into Kansas City. We get down into sections of Tennessee, 61 into Nash Vegas. That warmer air continues to press towards central and eastern Kentucky over the next couple of days. We look at a satellite loop because precipitation-wise, you got nothing to worry about today or in through the start of the weekend. That'll change up, though, a little bit as we go toward late Saturday and especially on Sunday. Winds, though, we've been beating this drum for the entire week that we think winds are going to be a big factor tomorrow. Wind advisory out for the counties into central and western parts of Kentucky. If you're not in one of those counties, doesn't mean the winds are just automatically going to stop when you get to the county line. That's 4 different National Weather Service offices we are dealing with. Winds, they're going to be a big player across the entire area. Wind advisory for this burst of winds coming through tomorrow. Watch the gusts that will crank up to 50 miles per hour or greater at times on this particular model as we go through tomorrow afternoon. Those winds, especially bluegrass region and points to the north, will crank and then weaken a little bit as we go into our Friday evening. That's that warm air that is surging on into central and eastern Kentucky. Zone by zone, hour by hour forecast for the bluegrass region now. Downtown Lexington. Watch the temperature tonight. 36 degrees through 11 o'clock. Then by tomorrow morning, how about the number starts to come up a little bit? And it's not by coincidence that we're seeing that temperature rise as the winds begin to gust up too. So tomorrow's one of those days to where if you're driving a high-profile vehicle, if you got the big SUV, you're driving an 18-wheeler, boy, both hands on the wheel, white-knuckler kind of day on the steering wheel. Temperatures by noon tomorrow, 56 degrees. By 4 o'clock, we're hitting 60. Partly cloudy skies for those Friday evening plans. What a great night to be out on the town. We go into your Saturday. Temperatures to start the day are into the low 50s. It's not as windy. Saturday can feature a shower. You can see this is trying to spit out at least 0.03 of an inch of rain in Lexington. But by Saturday afternoon, 60 to 65 degrees showing up across most of the area. Small shower chance on Saturday, much greater chance for rain on Sunday. All told this weekend, lighter north, a little heavier to the south, and most of that will fall as we go from Sunday into Sunday evening as it stands now. So let's enjoy the 60s coming your way tomorrow, then again on Saturday. Next week, we'll worry about that bridge when we cross it. Right now, it looks like winter fights back in quickly as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, but we like to break the blinders out when you have some good stuff. We'll throw the blinders up after Sunday and forget about the rest of it.
Yeah, we're only looking at that weekend. We are full steam ahead.
I mean, seriously, today it's hard to be inside, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's even though it's only 40s. Now let's hit the 60s tomorrow. Check back with me tomorrow, see how your cough is working.
Oh,
you know,
feel a little something
Sorry,
coming
boss.
on, are you?
Yeah. Oh, gotta get rid of that.
All right. Well, America's national parks are becoming very popular vacation destinations.
New numbers show more people visited national park sites in 2015 than ever before. Parks across the country hosted a record-breaking 307 million visitors. 57 of the 59 sites officially classified as national parks set new records for visits last year. The most popular spot was a place many people from Kentucky often visit, the Great Smoky Mountains, with more than 10 million visits. The Grand Canyon hosted 5 million visitors in 2015, while Yellowstone and the Rocky Mountains each saw more than 4 million tourists. In August, the National Park Services will celebrate its 100th anniversary.
I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about on UK's campus today with the UK faculty and staff for their first ever mini Dance Blue Marathon. We'll have more
secret is out.
I'm pregnant. Oh my God.
Let the celebration begin.
You know what we should do?
All get vasectomy so this doesn't happen to us. A new Big Bang Theory, CBS tonight.
Tonight, TV's #1 new comedy has never looked better.
Oh my God.
I was worried people might not notice because I styled it a little different.
Oh, I think they'll notice.
You look like you traveled back in time, but forgot to take your face.
New Life in Pieces, CBS Tonight, or stream it live or on demand.
Change is taking root in Frankfurt. We need a voice that'll be heard. Daniel Elliott is the conservative for Boyle and Casey counties. Dedicated to protect our God-given freedoms from Obama liberals, Daniel will ensure government is held accountable and our Kentucky values are protected. Daniel Elliott will fight government overreach that's crippled our economy. We need a strong voice. On Tuesday, March 8th, vote Daniel Elliott for state representative.
Important message for women and men ages 50 to 85. Please write down this toll-free number now. Right now in areas like yours, people are receiving this free information kit for guaranteed acceptance life insurance with a rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. If you are on a fixed income or concerned about rising prices, learn about affordable whole life insurance with a lifetime rate lock that guarantees your rate can never increase for any reason. If you did not receive your information or if you misplaced it, call this number now and we'll rush it to you. Your acceptance is guaranteed with no health questions. Please stand by to learn more.
I'm Alex Trebek, and the announcement you just heard is for a popular and affordable life insurance plan with a rate lock guarantee. That means your rate is locked in for life and can never increase. Did you get your free information kit in the mail? If not, please call this toll-free number now. In the last month alone, thousands have called about this plan with the rate lock guarantee through the Colonial Penn program. And here's why. This plan is affordable, with coverage options for just $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. Your rate is locked in and can never go up. And your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down because of your health. See how much coverage you can get for just $9.95 a month. Call now for your free information kit. Don't wait. Call today.
Call 1-800-909-4488 for your free information and free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-909-4488. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-909-4488. Call now.
I'm WKYT's Rebecca Smith, and I stand for Kentucky.
Today, it's all about the faculty and staff of the first ever Dance Blue Mini Marathon.
Deanne Stevens is out and about joining us from the Hillary Boone Center with all the details. Hi, Deanne.
All right, what do you guys say? Part of the mini Dance Blue. I think I'll leave the dancing to them. Let's let them do that. Clearly the professionals here. Nate is with us, and we're having so much fun here at the Hillary J. Boone Center, all a part of Mini Dance Blue, where the faculty and staff are really showing the support of what you guys do.
This is just amazing to see them come together and support the cause. We're here for the kids at the Dance Blue Pediatric Hematology and Oncology Clinic at UK Hospital, so it's great to see them come and support them with us.
So the countdown is on. What, like
9 days from now? It's February 27th and 28th at Memorial Coliseum for 24 hours straight.
Not too late for people to donate?
Not at all. They can go online to UK's giving website.
Gerald and Jan are with us. Get back there and dance, Nate. Go show them what you got. Gerald and Jan with us. Gerald, how much fun is it seeing all the UK faculty and staff taking part in this?
It's really amazing. The UK clubs are absolutely honored to be hosting this. It's been a pleasure working with these amazingly sharp and dedicated students, so it's just a ton of fun.
I heard you're going to dance now.
Absolutely not.
He said, don't make me dance. And Jan, you guys really have put this together so well in what you're doing, and it looks like everybody's having fun. But talk about how this is showing support of the students here at UK.
Oh, it's our honor to work with the Boone Center, but with faculty and staff, always to support our student bases here at UK.
This is such a huge fundraiser for UK and what you guys are doing for the children at the University of Kentucky Hospital. And how much do you love? I saw Jennifer Minear and that money where it's going back. I mean, you see where it's going here.
Well, and our staff and faculty obviously see it on a daily basis and just love supporting our university and our children here. So.
And they love having a little fun. Come on, Jan and Gerald.
Oh, no.
Now listen, Gerald, I lied. I lied. Come on. He said no, he's not dancing. All right, support the University of Kentucky Dance Blue, 9 days away now. And congratulations to the UK staff and faculty who put together an awesome mini Dance Blue marathon today. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about.
Deanne, a little out of breath there. All right, thanks, Deanne. More than $8,000 so far has been raised today by the faculty and staff for Dance Blue. So congratulations for getting out there and trying it.
They put in so much hard work every year. It gets better and better, and then just more things added to it. So good for them.
Super program. Fans of Kanye West have started a GoFundMe campaign to help the rapper pay for his so-called debt.
West took to Twitter last weekend claiming that he has $53 million in personal debt. He even called on Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg to invest, but TMZ says the $53 million actually represents investment money that is tied up in his music and fashion lines. The fund set up by Jeremy Piat of Minneapolis has collected over $3,500 so far. More than 300 people have contributed, most of them giving about $5.
Sunday night's Grammy Awards paying off for some performers in more ways than one. Spotify streams of Lionel Richie music rose 146% after the All-Star tribute to the Music Cares honoree during the ceremony. And streams of triple Grammy winners Alabama Shakes went up 89%. That's according to the service. Apparently, viewers also watched the live stream of the telecast. CBS's streaming service All Access broke records, up almost 200% from last year, which may have been the reason why the Grammys saw the lowest rating in 6 years on TV.
A sea lion gets ready for his close-up with a brand new selfie stick. That's ahead for you on WKYT.
Every year I operate thousands of hours. I'm turned on and off thousands of times. I keep you cool and I keep you warm. I have the best 10-year no-hassle replacement warranty around. No worries, no questions, no hassle. I am Comfort Maker. Go to comfortmaker.com today.
Now that we've added adjustable base, I can sit up without propping pillows up or having to just everything move around.
You don't have to do anything. It does everything for you.
You can read a book or watch your movies, get your taxes done, whatever. It's
kind of perfect.
Change your sleep. Change your life. Change to Tempur-Pedic.
Sleep Outfitters offers 0% financing on every Tempur-Pedic every day at every location. Find your nearest location at sleepoutfitters.com.
Can't wait to try these wings.
I know. And apparently this spicy honey barbecue sauce is so good, it'll change your life.
Yeah?
Mom and Dad, can I borrow the car? Our son's in a boy band?
We have a son?
Life-changing? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The boneless wings meal with spicy honey barbecue sauce, served with crinkle fries and a small drink. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
What do these women have in common? They are the staff of Ageless Medical Weight Loss. They've lost a combined 1,300 pounds. The team at Ageless will understand your struggles and celebrate your victories. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Join Sam Dick and WKYT TV viewers on a tour to classic Italy, Rome, Florence, and Venice, October 8th through the 16th. To learn more, our free travel shows meet Tuesday, February 23rd at the Lexington Holiday Inn Express and Suites at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. We'll also meet Wednesday, February 24th at the Frankfurt Best Western Parkside Inn at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. For more information, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
My life's all about sports, but families first. Having lots of fun, but protecting them from the unforeseen with insurance, a will, and a trust. A famous coach inspired me, and now I have a plan. Do you?
Kerr Brothers for more than 100 years.
When I needed a new furnace, I did my research, found out that Comfort Heating and Air had the highest reviews on Google and Angie's List. So I went with Comfort Maker's 10-year no-hassle warranty. Do what I did, call the Comfort Man today.
This sunshine today, just a little treat of what is coming for us if we're patient.
I like the way this is playing out right now, Chris. Thursday, going into Friday, going into the weekend, decent weather, good weather.
It's all about the timing, and timing this time around is good. You mentioned that weekend just around the corner, temperatures ready to take off. Not that they're bad right now, certainly a far cry from where we have been. London, congrats, you just hit 50 degrees. Everybody else into the 40s, but you know what, we'll take whatever we can get. It's much warmer than the past few days. 40s this time of year, mid and upper 40s. It's about normal. Those normal temperatures are beginning to slowly climb from each and every day. 50 though into London. A lot of sunshine across the region as of now. A little bit of high cloud cover, nothing to really write home about. Those clouds not going to be producing precipitation. It's all about the high winds and the temperatures that surge. We'll talk about that when I come back here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's check on traffic. Here's Officer Don.
Well, first, we get a wide look at Lexington traffic flow this afternoon, and of course, we have some slowdowns. We expect that for the rush hour scene, and a few collisions that police are working right now, including one on the outer loop of New Circle just prior to Nicholasville Road. That's an injury crash that police are working, and then we're dealing with a crash near Rupp Arena as well, downtown there on High Street. And there's also a collision on Alexandria between Garden Springs and Oleander Court. And we're still dealing with one on Nicholasville Road at New Circle. So quite a commute trying to get home this afternoon, and with the traffic for game time as well. Drive times impacted as on Nicholasville Road, a little slower trying to get into Jessamine County at the moment. We're dealing with about 15 minutes or so there. Paris is 27 minutes, Winchester 28. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. Tattoos at the grocery store, tumbleweeds take over, and a sea lion selfie. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
At Whole Foods, you can get gluten-free bread, asparagus-flavored water, and now tattoos. Whole Foods plans to open their first 365 stores later this year. The new brand of grocery stores will focus on millennials and will include other shops to break up the grocery store experience. Their website suggests the new stores, which will be known as Friends of 365, could include anything from record shops to tattoo parlors.
It's a pretty cool video out of Australia where tumbleweeds have taken over a small town. Look at that. Truckloads of the weeds fill streets and yards. It is summertime down under, and dry conditions have led to a bumper crop of the tumbleweeds. In some places, the fluffy weeds are piled as high as the rooftops. Taking care of the problem can be exhausting. Well, I would imagine so.
It is frustrating. You know that you've got a good couple of hours work ahead of you, and that's always sort of displeasing.
The strain of tumbleweed that is causing the trouble, it's named hairy panic. Locals suspect it's coming from a nearby field that a farmer has failed to maintain.
Well, forget selfie sticks for people. What about the animals? A San Diego aquarium made an underwater selfie stick for one of their sea lions, and the guy seemed to like it. He took it for a wild ride.
Oh, that's cool.
Very smart animals.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Enjoy the selfie stick.
Stay with us. Here's what's coming your way now at 5 o'clock.